But I think this type of stuff is really great. What have you seen in terms of, how do you so I think that these types of workshops are great, right? And that clearly you invited a select group of us to come into this space, but um, how do you and TechBridge propose to get over this relative fear? Because what I was sharing with some other individuals that based on the work that I do, and had I not been in school, I think I would probably be in that collective group of individuals that was kind of quote unquote, air quotes in the air, afraid to touch AI, not understanding what it is and what it does. And I'm just really surprised at how many people that were sitting next to me, like literally when we were about to graduate, that still had not touched it at all whatsoever out of this grandiose fear. So, outside of people that are in corporate America where they're organizations are either slow to adopt or on the other end of the spectrum and extremely afraid. What are some things that TechBridge is being intentional about in terms of trying to penetrate that to get that word out to kind of overcome that hump of fear into, embracing of this new technology that's upon us?
That's a great question. So I'm gonna take two parts with that, and I think from the very inception of what Clyde and I have been working on is the human first, right? Is you have to focus on what is the human experiencing. So why aren't people adopting this at a high rate? What are the fears? What are the risks? Number one, I try to communicate as much as I can online about this. I do a blog called Truth and Trust and LinkedIn and start talking about some of these things just from a very high conceptual level and not a technical level so that people understand what we're really talking about, the currency of trust, which is, age old. This is, how do you trust somebody? How do you know if it's the truth that's being purveyed? And we're having that not in just technology, right? We're having that in politics and media and everywhere else. How do I tell if the information I'm getting is right or true? So these are things I think that are permeating many, many layers. And AI is exacerbating it in a way in this slop that we're talking about, the AI slop, in just being able to generate lots and lots and lots and lots of information. I'm a YouTube junkie. YouTube has so much AI slop, and I do watch some of them. I do. I'm going to admit that, hey, the psychological things that they're using will attract you to some of it. What I try to do is say, hey, I'm only going to ingest a small percentage of that and really focus on things where I see things like what we're doing here, where people are talking and working together, and I can trust those individuals. So I have YouTube mentors, right? People that I trust the information that they come because it's working. It's actually having an effect and a measured outcome in my life and in my business. So right now, that's the number one thing. Focus on the human. That's the intentional thing we're going to do. We're go at the top here. It says empowering people using technology, right? So the technology is what we use. The people is who we empower. So that's our first move on it. The second move is a little more subtle, I think, and it has to do with engaging in community, and we got to have a time where we can come together and build that trust and build those experiences that we know we have useful information. Because if you're waiting for one of these algorithms, they're serving up stuff that get the most eyeballs. Doesn't mean it's truthful, doesn't mean it's helpful. It just got a lot of eyeballs. So in our community, we can be assured and measure people that are having good results. That's what we intend to create in our community. The ability for somebody to say, "Hey, look at what I found. This is like, rockets in your pocket. We are just having tremendous success with this." And then that permeates through the community and people can replicate that and start to think about it in a way that's useful to the people and not just about technology. And most of all, I want to just say that there are so many talented, and again, we targeted Black women in particular because there are so many talented women who have no technical background, but their background is tremendously powerful. So, how do we empower them and supercharge their ability and their experience and their expertise that they already have? Don't forget, there's a link below to join our community. We're looking forward to building a community of like minded people that are looking for real results from AI solutions and implementations. We want to make sure that you're able to get what you need, apply it, get the results you need, and keep progressing, keep growing. That is the intent. So we use our access framework. We create awareness, knowledge, skills, experiences that we can produce specimens. And once we have examples of what we want, AI is supercharged. So please come back and follow along, and we look forward to helping you grow. And we grow with you. So looking forward to meeting up with you in the community. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, please hit below, like, and subscribe. Also, we need your comments. We need your feedback. This is the major reason why we do free things, is to get feedback so we can get better at serving you. So please, please, please put your comments down there and let us know what you like, what you don't like, and how we can improve. Looking forward to reading your comments. Thank you so much.